Hello fellow internet bros, it's Velvet SDN coming at you, and today I'm gonna be ranking the top 5 SMGs in COD Zombies. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe, and let me know what you think about my list in the comments below, and without further ado, let's get into the list. At your number 5 spot, we got the PDW from Black Ops 2. The PDW is a textbook example of a good SMG. It has everything you could want. Good mobility for training, decent damage for racking up points. Where it really shines is in ammunition. This gun has 50 rounds in a mag and 200 rounds in reserve, and it doubles the reserve size when you pack a punch it. It's gonna get you the kills you need in the higher rounds, as well as some good points in the earlier rounds. Coming in at number 4 though, we have the PDW, but better, the Weevil from Black Ops 3. This gun is essentially the same as the PDW with a couple things worse, but more things that are better than it to put it below the PDW. The cons are that its damage is only slightly less, and its fire rate is also slightly less, but yet again, the best factor of the gun is the ammo. You're getting the same amount of ammo when you get the Pack-a-Punch PDW, except that it's only unpacked. When this gun is packed, you get 100 rounds in a mag and 500 rounds in reserve. That's LMG levels of ammo. Safe to say the Weevil slightly edges out the PDW. At your number 3 spot, we got the Thompson/Tommy gun. Why two guns? Well, they're the same gun, only that the Tommy gun, or the M1927, was made a couple years into the future than the Thompson or M1921. This gun is simply too iconic not to include. It is the go-to point maker in World at War and is one of the most solid wall weapons on Mob of the Dead. It has everything you would expect out of an SMG. Good for damage, for points, a high fire rate, good mobility, and most of all, ammo. Coming in at number 2 though, we got the MP40, genuinely one of the most OG and respectable SMGs in COD. It isn't your typical SMG, being that its fire rate is actually kinda slow, though it makes up for it with higher damage than most SMGs have. Comparable to the likes of a below average to average assault rifle. The MP40 is an iconic gun though, being the gun that most people pick up off the wall on the most played zombies map of all time, Kino der Toten. It has good ammo and mobility, but below average rate of fire, but like I said before, that damage and especially the headshot multiplier really make up for it. Also, its pap name is badass, the Afterburner, really that sounds cool as hell. Quick honorable mention to my favorite SMG of all time, the Type 100. This gun is extremely underrated, being shunned by the other 3 amazing SMGs that made this list, that being the Thompson, MP40, and our number 1 spot, excluding the PDW and the Weevil obviously. It has a very fast rate of fire and a cool design with the mag being on the side of the gun rather than the bottom, which corresponds to its real life model. Without further ado, here is your number 1 spot, which you guessed is the PVSH. No gun compares to this absolute beast of a gun. This gun lacks in one thing and one thing only, and that is damage. Not to worry though, when packed it makes up for it with a whole 1600 rounds per minute and a whole 115 round mag with 700 rounds in reserve. When I said the Weevil was at LMG levels of ammo, this thing tops out LMG levels of ammo. It has more than an LMG would have. One of the best guns in COD Zombies, regardless of its SMG class disadvantage. When I use this gun, I feel on top of the fucking world, just power flowing in and out of my veins. Okay, maybe that's a slight exaggeration, but you get the point. The PP is not comparable to any other SMG out there. It's simply in a league of its own. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. It means a lot being a small creator. Let's try and make it to 100 subs by August. YouTube is truly my dream, and I can't wait to branch out into other topics on this channel as I grow. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.